Hey guys, Lev here from Agilite. I'm here with how's it going? Good to see you again.
Absolutely.
And the last time we were together, we were doing some CQB training, kind of explaining how he likes to set up his unique plate carrier. It's a bit of a different approach than how most people set up their plate carriers. Now we're going to assemble a K0 exactly how he likes it. So first of all, thanks for coming.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure.
Want to give a little bit of background kind of on how you got to this ideal setup, and then we'll talk about what it looks like and we'll start doing it.
Sure. Basically with a lot of range time, you start working out little bugs in your kit. It's kind of a continuous evolution as you get new gear, new equipment, new technology gets introduced, new products hit the market. You can then adapt or better adapt your kit to work around you, not you around your kit. I'm a righty and I use my left hand as a support hand. With my kit, I like to offset everything, not only just for indexing, but also keeping this area, the right side of my kit, free so my right hand can move. So whether it be coming from a high ready or transitioning and going to your pistol, leaves this area clear. What I found with running a symmetrical setup with your mags is that they're a little too tall, and I kind of drag the charging handle yeah. Or your fire selector, or even just your hands hitting the corner of those mags when you're wearing your plates up high and properly. There's a lot of folks that wear it kind of low, a little improper. You're exposing some of your vitals up top. So if you're wearing it nice and high, that magazine kind of gets in your way. Sliding everything over 2 rows of MOLLE frees up that area from catching on your rifle system. And then I use this area to throw something in, like a general purpose pouch or anything else, something smaller and out of the way. And I avoid this top row of MOLLE. It offsets it down just enough. I eliminated that issue. That's the major flex or modification that I do on all my kit. So I'm always looking for some type of triple mag pouch to accommodate that. The other thing it helps me with is reducing weight. So you add Velcro. The more Velcro you add, the further away your mags get from your body, right? Not like everything nice and tight. Tight enough where I can still get my thumbs behind the magazines. You don't want it too tight where you can't do that. But it gets to a point where you start adding more and more layers of MOLLE, where it gets further and further away. It starts feeling heavier. The same way it can feel heavier the further off your body it goes. And then also too, just having a seamless way of getting your magazines back into your kit. The further off you get, the bigger ledge you're creating. So it's harder to get those magazines back in the kit without looking.
You're also talking about water, right? Like absorbing water?
That's right. So from a SEAL's perspective, or anyone who does MAR ops, the more Velcro you have, the heavier things get, the longer it takes to dry. So I also eliminate Velcro that way as well, just to be slicker and lighter.
Originally, when you were talking about this at the kill house, I was thinking that the best thing to do would be to put 3 pincer singles. But then you were talking about actually getting rid of this inner Velcro flap and just using the MOLLE to connect the Cummerbund directly into the side, right?
That's right. So yeah, you'd use a triple pouch. You got a strong anchor point here on the actual placard, and then you have 2 others, or another piece of MOLLE where you can actually hard point into your Cummerbund, and that stays as one piece.
Yeah.
It's something that you won't take off. And since I am a righty, on my left side is where I run all my wires for radios, hydration, everything else. So this side just kind of stays locked in, and I come in and out on the right side using a QD clip.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and get it set up. So I think you're usually running a Warfighter Cummerbund, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Now, are you usually running side armor?
So that's mission dependent. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So whatever Cummerbund you're on, whether it be this one or another one, I always get this back part as low down on this Velcro field as I can.
For sure.
And then when it comes around to the front, you want to get it as high up on this Velcro field as you can. So now, since we're going to hard mount this.
Hard pointed in, yeah, how do you call it, yeah.
So we can take this piece of Velcro off. Now you're saving some weight, so I cut everything off. You will void your warranty if you cut this stuff off, but for me, how I would set this up is I would cut and melt these pieces off. That's extra weight that I can get rid of.
Let's do it. Let's just do it.
Let's just do it.
I take full responsibility for this. I got a knife.
You got a knife?
Oh, you got the shears? You're good.
Yeah, I got some.
Surgical. Destruction of property. You sure that's the right side? I'm just kidding.
All right, so we just melt that off.
Where you said you were mounting the radio? Which side?
So the radio I usually mount internally, and it's going to be on my left-hand side, on my support side.
Yeah.
So it'll be in here.
I'm sorry to say, you just cut off the flap.
You don't. So that would actually tie into your pouches here. So this MOLLE can tie into this MOLLE. So again, something else you can eliminate. You cut that this MOLLE off, and you use this MOLLE to attach not only this pouch, but this pouch through the cummerbund.
Forbidden. It's like the forbidden Lego method.
So again, this pouch will never flip up. It's going to be hard pointed in. So when I was in the teams, that was one of the first things I did as a new guy. I went down to the parachute rigger's office and had them teach me how to sew, because there was a lot of kit out there that I just needed to tweak and change, and it's a common thing in the SEAL teams. Some guys will learn how to sew, other guys will will find other means of doing it, or find someone else to do it for them, like a parachute rigger.
And how does that work with like your weapons and stuff? You guys just bug the shit out of your armors to like tweak stuff?
You can buy stuff and then add it to the stuff that you were given, but the stuff that was issued at the teams, you could not modify. It's destruction of government property. So
you can add to it, you can't remove from it, basically.
That's right, yeah. All right, so now we'll weave this in. And remember, we're going to use this MOLLE to tie in both.
Oh, yeah.
So that comes in.
Oh, okay.
Tying the radio. So again, we're doing, one strap is going to do the job for both pouches. All right, so now this goes.
This is intense to watch, gotta say. It's like grappling. Man.
We'll just edit out all the sweating and swearing.
Why is there a chunk missing from the forceps? What is this for? Opening up an oxygen thing or something? Right?
I know.
I feel like that's like a thing. Like oxygen bottles.
Yeah.
Like,
I can see that. I've seen that on others. There we go.
Now you could probably just.
Yeah, if I was at home,
okay.
I have a hot knife, but I would hot knife that through to do the same thing. But this would work for now, because remember, this pouch is inside. It's more important that the outside pouches are nice and tight. The inside one's held in by the cummerbund anyway. So that's that.
That's insane. For now, we'll just stick this guy on here.
Yep.
That you can put whatever pouch you need, obviously.
And I won't go higher than this row here.
Yeah, so just do that one.
Yep.
And what do you typically do? On the back, usually you have like zip off panel, like on the back of the whole plate carrier.
So I usually
hydration.
This zip-up panels for hydration. If I'm going to be out for a long period of time, I'll throw that on. If not, slick on the back.
Yeah.
Or I'll use a separate pack. All mission dependent, being able to change things out. That's where I would stay away from modeling stuff on the back. And
what do you do when you need to carry more ammunition than this? Because 3 is not a lot on your plate carrier for a lot of guys.
That's right. You can put it inside your cummerbund, and then there's also options for running it out of the back, and then you can also just double layer here.
Are you usually running like a hanger pouch over
Always.
here? Yeah.
So whether it's operational, if it's operational, I want one of these, because you put your spare batteries in there, miscellaneous spare pieces of kit that you might throw in. So this is very good. Now, when I'm running as an instructor, all the stuff I would want on the range, my eye pro, ear pro, you can throw all that stuff in here, and basically you can eliminate the range bag. You just grab your kit and you got all your stuff, all your essentials, gloves. Big benefit with the Agilite 6-pack over others that I've used is this little guy here.
The flap that comes around.
That's right. Throw my Sharpie in when I'm instructing. This is great for marking targets and whatnot. You turn a kit and everything else. Really nice. It's out of your way. You don't notice it when you don't need it, but when you do need it, it's right there.
Yeah.
So it's great. Great piece.
You guys said you're not usually running identifier panels or anything.
Not really on the front. You really don't need as much Velcro on the front. Usually it's either on your kit or on your helmet or elsewhere. But that's all unit dependent stuff. Yeah. I'm sure there are teams out there that are using that field in that area, but
is this typical where you put your shears?
Shears would actually on my old setup, I was running them inside the cummerbund here. There was inside Velcro.
Okay.
And I would have them inside there, and then this was just Velcroed here. And so when I was coming out of my kit, I would just pull this and undo that.
Yeah, do both.
And my shears were kind of out of the way. It's something that's super small, flat, does not get in the way of the transitioning or anything else. But since I have now changed kit, I'm doing exactly what you do. I'll throw it
interesting,
right
though.
there, and it still stays out of the way. It's flat enough to the body where it's not in the way like
Yeah.
a magazine would be.
Yeah, there's no mag here, so.
Yep. So yeah, right there is
Yeah.
where I'm running it now, currently, until I figure something else out. And then I always like this little guy here.
Yeah.
If you have Velcro.
In Hebrew, we call that a shiftzul.
Yep. So if you need it,
Yeah.
you can employ it. If we slick this down, I didn't have a Velcro field up top here.
Yeah.
I'd probably just utilize Velcro
Yeah.
elsewhere. So.
This got me thinking. I really kind of want to. You have a chest rig here? This makes me want to like just add in a straight connection point like this, like a curved piece.
Yep.
On the edge of the K0 right there, so that you can just get rid of the Velcro panel completely.
Yep.
And I think this would actually bump it out exactly to the right distance, so that whatever you put here on the inside would just barely clear the edge of the plate.
Yep.
So you're talking about how like some guys will do anything basically to adjust their kit to make it like 10% better, and some guys will just put it on and roll with it.
That's right.
That's kind of something we discovered, because with the K0, the original K0, when we launched it, we shipped it with this on size 1, because it just makes it more compact for shipping. And we figured, yeah, it's more compact. Everyone will take it out and set it up however they want.
Yep.
Most people just take it out and either run it as 1, or they just do what you were about to do back there, which is move it to 2, but not change the front. And then you have like a gap over here, like a suspension bridge.
Yep.
We're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, in the teams, actually, we would have classes. Older guys would give classes on how to properly
Set up your gear.
set up your gear.
Nice.
Other units are not so much. I've found in my time training other groups. You know, I think that's I guess a novelty in the SEAL teams.
I think we'll have to open that up a bit for you.
Oh,
I
what are you
don't
trying to
know
say? What are
what
you trying to
size you're
say?
on before. I mean, the Mediterranean diet isn't working for you yet.
Takes time to set in. All right, let's see.
Not the Gators.
There we go.
Yeah.
See, but as you can see here, it's much easier for me to index all these magazines on the high ready here, and I have nothing in the way on this side. And that's why I do that.
Looks great.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good. Pretty good. Not bad.
So that's my little workaround.
Yeah. That's nice. All right. Well, dude, thanks for coming in and sharing some knowledge.
Absolutely.
Enjoy the new setup, and thanks for watching. Stay safe.